Oh, that's not good. Alright guys, apologize about that. You've been missing out on some music. Hopefully you turned on your own. I apologize about that. I don't know how that happened. I must have accidentally hit one of the F keys while I was messing with a live split. As I need to probably remove those hotkeys, as live split also uses some of those hotkeys, so I can keep you guys update, you know, with match time stuff like that. Anyways, I apologize about that, guys. If that ever happens again during the waiting time, feel free to just throw on your own music. All I'm doing is just throwing on music for the meantime. If you don't like Monster Cat, I mean, I'm personally not the biggest fan of them, but you know, they don't mute the Twitch VODs when I use Monster Cat, so that's the primary reason that I use them, so that you guys, no matter what, have the Twitch VODs available. And I always do upload the VODs to my YouTube, but that'll be another shameless plug for another day. The shameless plug that you guys should care about is just ESL Overwatch on Twitter. Check them out, follow them, give them some love, say thank you for letting the community casters cast. It's awesome that they let us do this. It really is. I mean, there's both Mitch and Caldor casting today, and they still want English casters to run around and help with these extra games. So I really can't say enough how much it means to me that I get this opportunity to cast. So let's get properly into the game and give these teams the respect they deserve, as we have BX3, Elektroniske Esports going to be picking up the defensive side with a Mercy on Turbo George. For him, we have Ultraviolet on a McCree. We have Chi going to be picking up a Symmetra. We have Fiend GG going to be picking up a Lucio. We have Average Jonas going to be picking up a Widowmaker on the defense, and that leaves Roke on the Reinhardt. Over on the side for the offense for OWKings, quickly introducing, we have Tweety on the Reinhardt, Rib on the Winston, Adatoni and Mitron supports Mercy and Lucio respectively. Olba, we're going to follow him out on the, uh-oh. That's not what you guys want. And then that was not. That explains why it was unmuted. Some issues there. Okay, guys, I apologize. As they are saying hello to each other. Now watch as he goes around. There is, we saw it in just a second there. You can see the outline. There is a turret there, guys. There is a turret. So they are aware of this. They see his flank. They should be reacting to it. And they already are mentally sending out 2 or 3 people to deal with it. Winston's in the background as well. We're going to go ahead and switch to a top-down view here, guys, as this is going to be quite the hectic fight. As actually, SLF is going to take out the defensive Widowmaker, and that's pretty huge. Over here on the left side of the fight, there's quite a bit of conflict going on. More of Chi going to be taking out Mitcher. Olba, Rib going down. Ultraviolet was the one to take out Olba, and now it looks like the offense is going to get completely cleaned up. They only have heroes around, and by the payload at the choke point, they did get it pushed up, though. Tweety going to go end up sacrificing himself here. This is probably where he just wants to end up dying. He doesn't really care about staying alive at this point, maybe. I guess. If he did, he should have maybe just backed up, is my thought, right? Like, he ran in like that super aggressively. He had the intentions of keeping the payload moving, and now we're going to have RYB doing the same, and he might go down! 14 HP, barely gets over that, barely survives. And good job by him. So definitely important that the Winston lives here. And now let's see what they can do. They do have the infra site. They're going to be aware of the positioning. We'll go ahead and switch from Tweety midway, as looks like Jonas is going to get zoned out by the by the Genji and the Winston. It looks like she's going to try to grapple. We're missing where she's going. She's going over to the left, going to get chased down by the Winston, and that's a great Earthshatter coming out from the defense, it looks like. Or Roke absorbed the offense of Earthshatter. Tweety was the one who used the Earthshatter. Now Tweety going to be charging in, going in, tagging up onto the defensive Reinhardt, aka Roke, and now Fire Strike going across. He looks like to be taking out this teleporter. That's his goal. He takes out the teleporter. There's no reinforcements. Earthshatter are going to be up for the side of Tweety and the side of OWKings. They'll be able to use that. They'll be able to chain that into a point, and that's going to be the first point being taken, guys. And a total time of 1 minute and 2 minutes and 5 seconds. We'll go ahead and start the stopwatch. I apologize for not starting it. I got messed up with the audio issues. But anyways, go ahead and add 2 minutes to 5 seconds, 2 minutes and 5 seconds to the stopwatch. Where we are, that'll give you guys an accurate representation of how far along we are in this game. We're going to be moving over to Olba, as he's been going in on some of the action. 58% of his ult charge, and the offense is doing disgusting on their ult charges. We have a sound barrier for Mitch Farrar. We have a Primal Rage for the Winston, and of course that Earthshatter is Tweety we were talking about earlier. Fire Strike going out, hitting on 2, it looked like. And it looks like Esloff did go down to Average Jonas, so good shots by him. That's critical that the defense is landing those shots. You really do live and die by your defensive Widow if you pick one, because the Widow is a hero that just stands there. She offers no meaningful positional holding. Yes, she has the sniper. Yes, she gets picks, and yes, that's positional holding. But I mean, if you get on a Widow, she's useless. Now, obviously, it's just an assault rifle. There's some ways you can play around it, but again, it's more so that when you play a Widow, you need her to get the picks, and if she doesn't get the picks, it's just not going to work out. There we go. Massive aggression coming out. Olba pushing in with that sound barrier. Both sides using their sound barriers, as we do have the Winston up on the high ground, trying to do what he can. Dashing across is Olba. Olba wants to take out the Zarya. He really wants to take out the Zarya. Looks like he's just going to end up going for the Mercy, which is probably the better call. And he actually did just go up for the go for the Lucio, as well as the Widow, taking out the Reinhardt and Widow, and now looking to take out the Zarya. Zarya going down, 4 on the side of the defense down. Look for a twin as he goes for the resurrection. He gets up all 4. What a great resurrection. We're going to go ahead and switch over here to SF as he's trying to get as many kills as he can, looking for the picks, trying to find the Lucio, tagging him up, but the offensive resurrection coming out, resetting the fight, offense in a favor, and SF dodging the shots from Average. It looks like he's going to now be looking to try to pick off Average, as he didn't actually thought that Winston wasn't his. He's going to shoot that shot, trying to poke out Jonas, but Jonas isn't going to even take the angle. They're actually going to go ahead and just stick a Winston on him, and that's probably the best decision. Send the Winston on the sniper, let the Winston take care of him, and that's exactly what Rib ended up doing. We'll see what SF goes ahead and switches to, but as far as what you normally will see in this situation, I'd like to see a Pharah, as they're only going to be running 1 hit scan here, it looks like, and that is the case. They do have, of course, the Reaper, but Reaper isn't really that good against Pharah. Pharah can just clear distance and get far away from the shotguns. They really do lose a lot of damage over time, not only because of literal damage drop from a shotgun, but also because shotguns spread, right? You are inherently more accurate or less accurate at a longer distance, so you doubly lose damage over distance with shotguns. And here we go, flank coming out from the offense as they want to drop in behind. It looks like they are going to go for the global scene. Graviton Surge coming out, doing a lot, catching all of the offense. It looks like no, only 3 of them, and they are going to lose 2. But Olba's going off right now, guys. Olba with the Dragon Blade. He's going to pick up 4 kills. Can he make it 5? Olba with the quintuple. Olba with the... Oh, no. Olba going off at the end. He definitely got that quadra kill, but the penta kill. I've only heard that soundbite once, and it was on the subreddit, and I wish we were there for it. But that would have definitely been a pentakill right there. And I actually have never heard of 6 in this game. I'm not even sure what 6 is. I guess sextuple. But actually, we're going to go ahead and get to witness it again, guys. And look at this just amazing play coming out of Olba. Pulling out that blade, slicing all of the right targets. Notice how he goes for first the Zarya. It's preventing the damage being absorbed. Then he goes for the Mercy after the McCree, because the McCree is a damage threat. And then once you've taken out both of those, the McCree, the Zarya, and the Mercy, it's almost impossible for the defense to go ahead and get their setup back going well. So, guys, 456 will be the time to beat. We'll be moving into the second iteration. This is still only a best of 1. It doesn't go into best of 3s until the semifinals, which means that these teams have to win 2 more matches before they're even in there. And again, it's getting to the scary part. The upper half of the bracket right now is looking like the top, or is already having in the top 8 Melty Esports, and it should be a match between the new team of IDD Cutie, who used to be on Rogue, going to be playing on the team of Too Strong against Graviton Surge. So the top half of the bracket is 3 teams that are absolutely amazing. And, you know, honestly, this is a community cup, but those are the teams that are already professional in a lot of ways. So those are the 3 teams to watch out for. And then in the bottom half of the bracket, OWKings is got a really good draw. They've been able to go through most of the medium to average competition and definitely steamroll through and maintain a chance of getting into the semifinals and into the finals and qualifying. I believe it is top 4. I'll have to look at the rules exactly, guys, but the qualifier spot, I don't think it's just the top 1. I think it's the top 2. But the prize money, I'm like 90% sure is winners take all. So that being said, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get to the introductions. As far as heroes go, we have Mitchar and Adetonium picking up supports with Esseloff. It looks like he's just going to be actually speed boosting out. I wouldn't be surprised if he switches over to a Widow. So we're going to be running a single support Adetonian on that Mercy. We have RYB on the 0.5 builder of the Junkrat. Esseloff, or Esif going to be picking up the Widowmaker. We have Tweety on that Reinhardt, switching over here to Olba on that McCree, and that's going to be all of them except for Mitchar on the Symmetra. Over on the side of the offense for the side of BX3, Elektronic Spots, as I try to pronounce it funnily, I apologize. Gonna switch this real quick, guys, as I do want to get this properly set up, and then I want to make sure that I get the stopwatch properly timed. I will do the introductions to the offense in just a second, but give me that time to go ahead and start it. We have Average Jonas going to be picking up the Mercy on the side of the offense. Fiend, GG are going to be picking up the Lucio. We have Roke going to be picking up the offensive Reinhardt. Average Jonas on that offensive Widowmaker. Chi on the Winston, which leaves Ultraviolet for McCree. We're going to go ahead and follow up Average Jones here, as he's going to be flanking up to the side. He's looking for these big picks. He's looking to find the important kills as he is going to be looking. Will he find that? Oh, no, he gets tagged, though. Unfortunately, not the best shot from him, and he is going to get flashed as well, taken out by SLF, so great. I don't know why I want to keep calling him SLF, guys. We're just going to call him SA for now, or East. I guess I should just call him East, right? That's probably the better way to pronounce it. Anyways, OWKings showing a good display of teamwork there. In the comms, you can tell that East goes, hey guys, we have a flank. I need help with this Widow. Olba goes, I can take care of this, guys. Olba goes up, gets the flashbang. They work together in tandem as two and make sure that the rest of the comms can handle the rest of the offense that's coming out. Looks like the shots are ringing out from the side of SE as he's trying to do what he can with that Widowmaker, trying to kill as many heroes as he can, but he's getting chased down, and it looks like the defense is actually going to get cleaned up here, guys, as the side of the offense doing a great job pushing forward. They are going to be able to get the resurrection, and that's pretty huge. Adatonian doesn't have his quite up yet. I don't even know if he's in the area. To be fair, he's not. Doesn't have anyone to heal. And now, pushing forward is the side of the offense. The side of BX3, Elektroniske Esports, is going to go ahead and take the first point, guys, in a time of minute 30 seconds. Leaves them 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go ahead and take the second and third points. And they actually still have a reasonable chance at winning this game outright and taking out OWKings, who, again, is the favor of the entirety of the lower bracket. Ultraviolet going to be going down to Rib there, or taking out Rib there, as Rib was in the flank trying to do what he can. Widow duel going out. Looks like East is not going to win that duel or even get the shot that he wanted. She taking a shot from East as he's going to go ahead and pop that barrier. And now one of the Winstons jumping up, trying to get on the sniper, trying to prevent the shots coming out from her, but oh, one missing. That's not good. We'll hit this one. Looking for another one. Expecting the grapple up to the high ground, but that's not where the Widow is going. That wasn't her plan. Now going to be starting to tag up these Winstons. Both Winstons jumping up at the same time. That's exactly what you want to see, is Winstons coordinated tandem jumping. And Average Jones with that great flank. Looking for good picks. Looking for good picks. He's not going to actually see any. We're going to switch over to here to Rib as he switched over to a, Reaper. Trying to do what he can, getting a double kill, make it a triple kill. Olba with his own. The defense getting cleaned up. The defense is getting cleaned up. We really need Average Jones now to go off, as he's going to actually get cleaned up. And that's going to be all of the offense's second push. Now 2 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. 2 minutes and 20 seconds total for them left to push, as the side of the offense, the side of BX3, going to need a lot of momentum here and tempo to be able to actually take this point. Ultraviolet getting tagged up by the Widowmaker, and that's not what you want to see at all. That will help charge up the Adatonian on the, not Adatonian, Turbo George on the offensive Mercy. And there we go, High Noon coming out. It looks like that High Noon is going to be coming from Olba, as Olba doesn't get too much with that. Only one kill. RYB cleaning up another. Tweety with the third, and now they're going to hunt down Ultraviolet. Olba with the great left click, quick, clean. And now they're going to poke maybe at the Widow, not let her get too much sniping done. But no, Olba's not going to take the peek. He's not going to worry about it. He's going to leave that up to East. And East is going to go ahead and take the Widow duel here. We'll go ahead and stay on the Widow here. Again, these duels usually do change the outcome of the game outright. We'll see. The last time Jonas got the flank this way, and it was pretty effective at dealing with the Widowmaker. Will they get another flank as they're looking for the Widow? Not going to find it. Both the Winstons pushing forward. Mitra are actually going to end up going down as he flanked around himself. Interesting decision from him to do it the way he did. And Roke going to get stunned up. Going to get knocked down as we already have a big fight going out. Resurrection going to be going out for the side of the offense as Adatonian, or defense as Adatonian goes down. Average Jones. Jonas goes off. East is going to be starting to answer. East is going to answer. East is going to answer. We're going to switch to him. He's got 2. Can he make it 3? He's got to get on the payload. He's got to stall it out. 4 minutes and 55 seconds remain. Or sorry, 4 minutes of 50 seconds remain total. Sorry, 50 seconds remain total. Less than that. 46 seconds now, guys, as OWKings just needs to hold for 30 seconds. Here's Roke going to be pushing forward. They're trying to stall it up. They're doing what they can. Swings away from Tweety. Tweety doing what he can. RYB, Rib, sorry, with that. Death Blossom picking up 1, maybe 2. We need Jonas to go off. If you're a fan of BX3, you really want to see your Average Jonas go off right now. You really want to see him land this flick, but East is going to take him out, and that might just be the game, guys. 20 seconds remain. I don't think it's mathematically possible for them to win this game. We're not going to go ahead and count them out quite yet, but we can go ahead and say, for probably all intents and purposes, that this is going to be a GG awarded to the side of OWKings, as they are going to take out the aggressive Winston here. He's pushing in. Jones not even in a position to provide any support for his team. Fiend is going to go down, and Mitrar still staying alive, managing to do what he can. We still have the Winston. We still have Tweety. Tweety's swinging away, doing what he can. He wants to look at this Winston. He wants to slap the Winston out. He wants to stop him from getting anywhere near this payload, and they're just going to go ahead and call GG, as the side of OWKings definitely definitely strong second portion of the defense here. There were a few times there, guys, where I definitely felt like OWKings might have just lost that game right there. They were bleeding momentum after that first fight. It really just kind of fell apart for them. But between Rib, between Ice going off, and of course Olba, they were able to reel in the situation, take control of the game, and they were able to go ahead and dominate. And that's going to be your game, folks. Is that will go ahead and clean up the game as all. They're going to go ahead and leave the lobby, and we'll go ahead and do the same, guys. As thank you so much for watching. Really quickly, while we're sitting here in the waiting screen, I want to say big shout out to ESL for letting me cast these games. Please, guys, go on to Twitter at ESL Overwatch. Say thank you for hosting these games, for putting up these games, and for letting community casters cast if you guys want to. That'd be awesome. I always will be thanking them, but again, I want to say just thank you to them as it matters to me. And secondly, I want to say, guys, if you're at all interested in my content, casually just scroll down. There's a few links to stuff. YouTube is probably where you're going to find the most stuff that you guys are interested in. You'll find analysis videos and all the VODs of my casting. And I'll be putting out more analysis videos throughout the week. But again, guys, primarily follow ESL at ESL Overwatch on Twitter, twitch.tv/ESL_Overwatch. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and kick it to music as we should be getting into a round of 8 match for OWKings as they continue to tear through the lower portion of this bracket of the ESL GO4 Overwatch Cup #1 150 EU prize.